This is a vacuum erection device. If you're considering using one, you want to make sure that you've purchased one that is of a medical grade quality. So don't just purchase anything that you find online. Make sure that you're purchasing something that is designed for patients who've had medical procedures, who are needing to work on either penile rehabilitation or working to get their erections back. You'll see on this pump that there's a lever. Some of them are mechanical, some of them are battery operated, but this is how you're creating the suction in the device. So if you're pressing this several times, you'll start to see that it creates a vacuum. And when you place the penis inside, it starts to enlarge and blood is flowing into the penis. Now, this is great as a penile rehabilitation tool because if you aren't getting your natural nighttime erections, your body isn't able to create the health process in the tissue to keep the blood flowing. So if you use this once or twice a day, you can actually help to increase that blood flow to those tissues. Now, if you're wanting to use this for an erection, there's a slightly different process. So if you're just using it for penile rehab, you're putting the penis in, getting a good suction here against the body, pressing the lever and pulling blood into the penis. Then you're releasing the valve for the vacuum and taking the penis out. So you can do that a couple of times in one sitting. But if you're wanting to get a firmer erection or a firmer penis for use of sexual stimulation, you actually need to use a constriction ring. So this is an example of one that comes with the kit. There are 3 different sizes, so even if this looks small, don't worry. They are actually supposed to be quite tight to keep the penis, the blood trapped into the penis. So one step happens before you use the pump the same way we did before, but before you put these rings in, you load this cone on so that you can load the constriction ring onto the device first. Then you take the cone off, you put 1 or 2 of these rings in to get a better seal or tightness around the base of the penis, and then you put the penis inside, you pump up. Once you get to the desired size or expanded size, you then pull this ring onto the base of the penis, and then you take the vacuum pump off. So now you can keep this on the penis for about a half an hour, not any longer than 30 minutes, so that you can use it for sexual stimulation. When you're done, you take it off, and if you want to, you can pump up and use it again, but you can't leave this on for more than 30 minutes. There are a couple of other caveats to consider with using the vacuum pump. You want to make sure that you aren't on any blood thinners or have any history of bruising easily, as that can increase with the use of the pump. One more thing to consider when you're aiming to get a good seal is that you want to put a little bit of lubricant into the tube, as that can help the penis slide as it's expanding in size. And also you may need to trim hair in order to get a better suction against the body. If you're using this and you're pumping a few times, there will become a point at which more pumping doesn't lead to a larger, thicker penis, but rather just kind of extends in length and the rigidity is reduced. So you will have to kind of find the magic number of times that seems to work for you, for the size that is possible for you and the rigidity that is possible for you. One thing to keep in mind is that I would recommend using this first on your own, use it a bunch of times, get really familiar with it before trying to use it in a partnered sexual activity, and you may find that your capacity for erection actually improves with more usage over time.